All right, this isn't a review I was planning on doing. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing that's happened, so I just thought I would just cover it. So basically, spring break's going around. I've been negligent. I haven't, I've been mostly just trying to work, get caught up on stuff. That's why you saw a bunch of videos from me lately. No. I didn't go to the beach. I ain't rolling in bitches. I haven't been drinking like I should. I know. I just, I broke the law. I broke the spring break law. You're supposed to get crunk, and I didn't do it. But I did go to a wine tasting last night, and we had a little fun there. Then we went to Italian restaurants. That was pretty cool. So I did a little something. But today, just kind of in the spur of the moment, I decided to go to the Renaissance Fair, which is we're having. Here it is. Oh my God. I can never put anything on the screen here that's in my hand without terrible glare. There we go. I think it's in reverse. Yeah, it's in reverse. So never mind. Okay, put a mirror on your screen. This is some lovely. Lovely king, beautiful fantasy art. This is the lovely Renaissance Festival. Ooh, there's a map on the back. Hold on, let's try that. Yeah, there we go. There's a lovely map of what's going on here. So this is this is the 2019 Bay Area Renaissance Festival here in Tampa, and it's over by MOSI, the Museum of Science and Industry. And so I just on the spur of the moment decided to check it out. I've actually never been to the Renaissance Festival before, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I'm a giant nerd. I love Dungeons and Dragons, but never a Ren Fair. I think way back, when I was 21, 15 years ago, I almost was part of the Renaissance Festival, but I backed out of it eventually due to school. So I just kind of randomly went to it, and I had a good time, and I just thought I'd talk about it for a little bit. It's kind of what you expect, a little part of the woods that becomes a medieval village with tons of little shops and curios, tons of people selling stuff. There was people selling awesome leather, heavy metal armor. There was weapons. There was little bobkins and things like that. There was I mostly just kind of walked around and kind of checked things out. Saw some shows. It was a lot of fun. There was one thing that was really neat was it was like a fairy village where they had crafted these little tiny little structures and whatnot, which were supposed to be houses for fairies and things like that. And that was kind of neat. Had a lot of people dressed up as medieval and Renaissance folk. A lot of elves. A lot of people dressed as elves. No dwarves. Which I'm a little surprised by. No dwarf love, no half-orc love. What the... No gnomes. What the... I know. I have any right to complain, I mean, if it was me, where's the cyborgs? Where's the cyborgs at the Renaissance Festival? Because that's how I run my games, because I'm dumb. But, it was pretty cool. So I just kind of walked around and watched some shows. I checked out, one of the first things I did is I got some beer. I got the bee sting, which I got the apple cider bee sting, which was a very, very good way to start the day. I also, a couple guys were doing a stage performance, and it was these guys here, and they're called Woolgamut. That's right there, Woolgamut. And, a fool and his money is easily parted. I picked up 3 of their CDs. So there's one of their earlier CDs right there. You can see it. Yeah, there's a lady covering her face. This is the second one, where it's right here, and I think this is the newest one. This crazy skeletons on the cover. This is the one that they were actually performing live, and so they're hanging out there. And apparently, Woolgamut is German for having a good time or something to that effect. So very nice guys. They have they've got, I think only half the band was there, but they've got a larger band. We had a guy on a German bagpipe. And I'm actually of Scotch-Irish ancestry, so it's I actually didn't know that other people had the bagpipes. I thought it was just the Scots, and so it was kind of cool. Again, these people that Ren Fair, they know their history on this stuff. So it was actually, I got a little bit of a history lesson. I was unaware that not only did the Germans have bagpipes, but actually Scotland were the people to actually get the bagpipes last, and they're kind of best known for it. Bagpipes originally originated in Africa, and then kind of went all around Europe and whatnot, and then eventually around the Renaissance times made their way to to Scotland. And it was so we had a guy on the drums, guy on the German bagpipes, guy on the flute. Very nice, getting into character. A lot of had a really good time. It was pretty cool. We had the battle chest. The battle chest was great. They had a really awesome team of people. It was just live action. It was live action Dungeons and Dragons / pro wrestling. It was great. We had like pirate ladies, in these gowns, like sword fighting, and there was the director running it was part of it too, and he was everybody was like fighting with swords and whatnot. There was a badass like assassin. Then like at one point, one guy was trying to cheat or something like that. So another guy fires a pistol at him, and of course it's a starter pistol. It's not a real gun, but it's like it was so loud that it was like right nearby. It was like it was really happening. There was also I think the Wheel of Death. Which was nearby, where there's a guy who does this amazing. It's a big swinging pendulum with a big loop in the top of it, and where a person can, and with bars on the outside, and a grate where you can hold on to the outside. You can walk around in the inside of it like it's a hamster wheel, but it's also structured in such a way that you can actually fool around and walk on top of it. And he did this amazing acrobatical routine and kind of comedy routine, doing all sorts of cool stuff with it. And I believe he's called Walking Man, or like I need he's up on Instagram. I'll do a little more research and I'll put something in the description. But basically, he was really great. He was awesome. They had they had a bunch of little fun things to do. Like apparently I missed it. There was like an archery practice thing which I missed, but I did some other things. I did the axe throw, a ninja star throw, and a knife throw. I think I did all right with the. I think I like one little champion thing for the. Well, I was I think the only person playing. I did all right with the ninja stars and the axes. The knives were really hard. The knives looked really nice, but it was definitely the hardest to do. Like the ninja stars and the axes, I was able to get to stick in a wall. I wasn't able to do that with the knives. Knives, I hit the wall once or twice. There, I can annoy the guy. But that was pretty neat. Didn't see any jousting. I kind of got late in the game. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan this at all. I was just kind of like, hey, let's go to the Ren Festival. I just kind of just did it. So I'm thinking about maybe going back tomorrow and checking out the basically see if I can see more, see if I can see jousting and things like that. But there was like there was a bunch of falconers who had all different types of birds of prey. They had like kestrels and hawks and owls, and they had a cute little raven. Who they had trained to like put money into the tip jar, so that was pretty neat. Had a bread bowl. It had that staying in. Had a cheese and broccoli bread roll, which is very tasty. What else did I do? I did that. Just wandered around a little bit, just kind of like looked at a lot of the shops and the curios and whatnot. And there was I think the last thing I did was they had. Again, there was like some dude who was doing like leather work and had like leather armor and things like that, and he had like some kind of like he had like some masks for like monster gear too. So there was like this heavy metal like zombie monster. I think it looked like Eddie from freaking Iron Maiden. It looked really awesome. It was really cool. I got a picture of that. And the last thing I did there's the bow blast, and I think the blade blast or something like that. There was a thing you can basically go when you could sword fight with rapiers, with like fencing. You can go fence for like $3. No one was doing that at the time, so I figured like, all right, I'll come back. And I did the bow blast, and they're like, there was a bunch of people doing it before, and when I got there was only a couple kids there. But it was like it's basically bow and arrows, but like paintball essentially. They give you a mask, and like they're little foam arrows. You can't hurt anybody with it. And I had my glasses off, so I couldn't see anything. And I was pathetic. I couldn't do anything. And the kids actually had to show me how to do it. I'd never shot an arrow before. Never did anything like that before. And they showed me how to notch it correctly with the bow. And it's like, oh, this is how you do it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like a freaking like Death Destroyer of the Worlds right there. Like, I was freaking just kicking ass. And just like, I suddenly, all the paintball laser tag skills just kind of clicked. And I was just kicking butt. I was kicking butt. Mind you, I was fighting 2 children. So... so I had a really good time. I might check it out tomorrow. I believe we're going on, I want to say, it's going on till, I want to say March 31st. So there's tomorrow and 2 more weeks. So if you're in the Bay Area, if you're in Tampa, and you want to check it out, go to the Museum of Science of Industry and check out our Bay Area Ren Festival 2019. Please use a mirror because No one can. It's backwards language. So please go check out the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. Have a good time. It was really neat. It was really fun. It was a really fun experience. And it was a great time. So go check it out. Have a good time. This is the Dread Pirate saying, do something new this spring break, something new and fun. But stay safe. Catch you later.